Fortnite is adding Family Guy to the game next week. Possibly. There's a bit of a rumor going around, and there's a few different collaborations that we could be seeing soon, so I want to go over those. First things first, the entire reason we are talking about this is because there is a rumor floating around from someone who has been correct with insider information before that we are getting a new collaboration next week in Fortnite, and there are a few possible options. Fire Monkey says Doom, Family Guy, Lord of the Rings, or Destiny, where Sheena says all of those besides Destiny. So considering multiple leakers are saying kind of the same thing, and that this person has been correct with information in the past, I wanted to kind of look into it and see which one are we going to be getting. Obviously, I can't be 100% sure, especially if the leakers don't know, because I don't know anything about leaking, but I do know a lot about Fortnite and how they kind of schedule their collaborations. Normally, it's always to promote something. Like, for example, we just had the giant Dragon Ball collaboration with Goku and Beerus and Vegeta. It is so awesome. I am so happy about that, seeing as I love Dragon Ball. But that entire collaboration was, for the most part, to promote the movie Dragon Ball Super Superhero that literally just came out. So it always tries to tie in to some real world event of things happening with the IP we're talking about. Now, this is where a lot of potential comes into play, because all of these have been in the file, and the entire reason the Family Guy is thrown around, I know a lot of people are gonna say,
why would Family Guy ever be in the game? That's just stupid.
Everyone said that about Naruto and Dragon Ball, and look what's happened. That's the first reason, which is a pretty good one, but the second, more important reason is that during an Epic Games showcase for the release of Unreal Engine 5, a desktop was shown that had video editing software open, and in the software were a number of different folders that had different collaboration names and just character names. One of them being Jones, another being Vader, and this was before Darth Vader was released, and the other said Family Guy. And if you know anything about pop culture, you know Family Guy is still massive. I don't think it's as popular as it once was back when I was a teenager, but it is still kicking. And if we were to assume a Family Guy collaboration would happen, I think it would have to happen towards the end of September, as September 25th is when the new season airs. And again, they always try to tie these in to something happening for that IP. So if they're going to do a Family Guy collaboration, it would make sense for it to either be tier 100, like Peter Griffin be tier 100 of the new season, because this season ends, I believe, September 17th. Don't quote me on that, I might be wrong, but that's pretty close to this day. So we could be in the battle pass, he could be the secret skin, or we could just get an entire Family Guy bundle with Stewie, Brian, Chris would be weird because he's like just a smaller Peter, but Quagmire would be really cool. So we might get a bundle like that towards the end of September for the release of the new season. But if that's the case, and Family Guy is gonna be releasing at the end of September, then what's happening next week? Well, again, from the tweets, we saw other options like Doom and The Lord of the Rings. Now, getting into this, there is actually a shout out and a little Easter egg for The Lord of the Rings in Fortnite right now. As you can see from this picture, there is actually a spot on the map that has a recreation of something from The Lord of the Rings. I'm guessing it's called Helm's Deep. I apologize, I'm not too up to date with my Lord of the Rings mythology or lore, so don't hate me for that, but it is in the game. And if that's the case, I would say 100% without a doubt, we are getting Lord of the Rings in Fortnite, maybe some Gandalf, I'm not really too sure, Frodo, Gollum, that could be really cool, but when would they do it is the big question. And there's actually a pretty easy answer to that, which also is very soon, and that is because the Prime Video series, The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, is releasing on September 2nd. Now, technically that is 2 weeks away, so it may not be the collab for next week, but I would say if they're going to do this collaboration, it would only make sense to do it here soon. Otherwise, I feel like they're really missing a perfect opportunity. And even with the Dragon Ball collaboration, all of the skins came out a couple of days before the movie came out, at least here in America. So they could release stuff at the very end of next week, And then a few days later, this series releases. That could definitely be a possibility. But the other one is, of course, Doom. And if you don't know, on the Epic Games Store, they always have free games you can download, and if you claim them during that time, you keep them forever. They are yours to keep in your library as long as you claim them. And right now, Doom 64 is one of those games. And there you have it. Those are my reasons as to why I think all of these are going to come out. Doom is currently free and is a staple in the community, so I think it would make sense. The Lord of the Rings actually has an Easter egg in Fortnite, which means it's definitely gonna come out. And Family Guy was in an approved live stream. Like, they knew that that name was in that video, and they wouldn't just be doing that just for the lols, you know what I mean? So I think it's all happening. Let me know your thoughts down below, and if you guys enjoyed, definitely like and subscribe. But other than that, I'll talk to you all later.